Stutter? Overheating? Dropped frames? The fix might be one single toggle, the decoder setting. Welcome to Zyminex 2026. Today, we'll break down hardware decode versus software decode, what to use, when, and why it matters for IPTV. Let's start with the basics. Every video stream arrives compressed. Your player has to decode it into frames in real time. Decoding turns data into moving pictures. How it does that determines your performance. Software decoding uses your CPU to do the heavy lifting. The CPU handles every frame, generating heat and spikes in usage. It's brute force decoding, useful only when hardware decoding can't handle a format. But for long-term use, it's inefficient and unstable. Hardware decoding is different. It relies on a dedicated video decoder inside your GPU or media processor. This offloads the work from the CPU, lowering heat and power draw. Hardware decode is efficient by design and built for video playback. Why is hardware decoding usually better? It's built for video workloads. It handles modern codecs like H.265 and AV1 efficiently. It frees the CPU for buffering, networking, and user interface tasks. That's why it's the default recommendation. When should you use software decode? Only for testing compatibility or handling rare codec issues. Maybe your GPU doesn't support a certain stream, or you're debugging a playback issue. Software decode is a fallback, not a permanent fix. Different devices handle decoding differently. On Fire Stick or low-power devices, hardware decoding is absolutely critical. On Android TV boxes, always start with hardware decode. Switch to software only for specific testing. On PCs and laptops, enable hardware acceleration. It's the same thing. On smart TVs, decoding is always hardware-based and built into the chipset. How can you tell if you're using the wrong decoder? Watch for these signs. Fans spinning hard, rising device temperatures, smooth audio but stuttering video, or random freezes. These all point to inefficient decoding. Let's clear up a few myths. Software decode is not higher quality, both decode the same stream. Hardware decoding doesn't cause lag, it prevents it. And more CPU power doesn't guarantee smoother video. Efficiency always beats brute force. Here's the simple Zyminex rule for decoding. Start with hardware. Decode on. Test playback for stability. Switch to software decode only if compatibility fails. Your decoder master checklist. Hardware decode on. Stable playback, low heat, smooth motion. That's it. One setting that affects the entire playback chain. Stream smarter with Zyminex. For more information, visit Zyminex.com. If this video helped, tap like, share it, and subscribe for more IPTV insights. Stream smarter, stream responsibly. Use only licensed content. Follow local laws and the provider's terms of service.